Hey, what's up, guys? The Lord put on my heart to do this little, play this song for y'all, man. To all the street boys out there, where I come from, I lived that life, man. I survived it. Listen to this song, man. I'm just gonna let y'all listen to this and talk to it, because we need y'all right now, man. Mankind needs people like this in the world. Y'all still got hope, bro. I'm one of y'all, man. I survived. Listen to my man right here, Sevin featuring H.U.R.T. The song is called Somebody Lied to Us. September 19th, 2017 is when it was published. Check it out.
Just break my heart, nigga. You know what you signed up for? You sure? Genocide on your own people, my nigga.
That's what they doing to us right now.
It's
The
a
people
lie.
on TV doing this to us right now, bro. Listen.
You're living a lie.
Living a lie, bro. Listen. I'm one of them. I survived it. I'm one of them. I survived it. Look what I wear.
And though I'm grateful you saved me,
I'm
the
one of
homies
these
hating
boys.
me lately. They
12
can't relate.
years
They
that
think it's fake the
survived
way
it.
your grace it is shaping my neighborhood's crazy, just like a baby. I'm trying to cradle it in my own hands. And Lord knows I'm knowing I ain't the savior. But the least that I could do is try to lead them to him. And we are so broken in our behavior. But imagine what we could do if my people knew him. When I never had nothing, the hood was there. But I didn't have nothing, I couldn't care. Then I met the risen Christ and was given life. So now I'm living life to give him life. What I shouldn't share. Betraying the homeboys, I wouldn't dare. But if I say I love them, gotta tell them the truth. The fatherless follow us and then get swallowed up by the same game that swallowed us. It's obvious we fell in the youth. You see that Ruger in his hand glistening? That little shooter think you love him if he bust for you. But you were just using him for your ambitions. And he couldn't see nothing because he trusted you. He gave his life for your hype. He's doing life for a stripe. And you won't even write, bro, a kite. You need the little homies living Rome to get it done. That's why you ain't the one that's...
I'm just pausing it because I know they got this copyright ordeal or something, right? So yeah, I don't know if you're supposed to like flag it off and everything too. So I don't feel like taking it off every time just because I have it positioned just right. You know what I'm saying? Let's be ghetto, bro. This is what people do, like missionaries that don't want to invest in stuff because they tell us the world going to end. But I don't know if you have to like block that off too. No, my luck, you do. But you hear what he's saying, guys? This is talking to all the street boys out there, man. Like, y'all got to get it together, man. Don't be sitting out there thinking Satan's got the best of you. You're down and out. Man, I ain't worried about that. You down and out, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not, man. It's pause, right? So it's good. Yeah, they're showing shoes, dude. Yeah, you're good. When you're down and out, man, you can't don't sit there and let Satan think he's got the best of you, man. He's telling you, these guys right here, like he was saying, the one dude was saying he used to be a blood. You know what I mean? I was co-raised by a San Antonio King, my man, my lady. If you're a girl, if you're a woman out there, my lady, you know what I'm saying? If you're one of the fellas, then what's up, man? I was co-raised by San Antonio King, and he had got out of that life, you know, and came here. And it's just I survived it, man. You know, I grew up racing, endurance racing, did motocross for 12 years, following a circuit on the whole East Coast. Me and my two brothers, a teammate, my father, driving a rig. And then I got into doing missionary work for 4 years, 4 days out the week, while playing ice hockey and sports and all kind of stuff, man. I've lived a 100-year-old life. I said, and then I started my own S-corp type business at corporation at 21, and then within 4 years, I had bought out my business partner because he had started his own company doing something else, and I bought him out, and then I went full speed with what I was already doing in high school, but I had made it official at 21, and then within 4 years, I was making $19,000 to $33,000 a month for real people, and then I got into all that money doing work for all these rich people, here I am in my mid-20s working with these millionaires and people that are 2-3 times my age, and I'm just up there just as smart as them and everything, and they respected me because I was a young guy on that level, pulling up there with a $85,000 custom jacked up truck, you know what I mean, that one best in show at a local truck shop around here, and biggest truck and all kind of stuff, man. I ain't bragging, I'm just saying I had all that stuff. Third owner of a 59 Impala, my man, that I had sold and sold it to pay some bills. And then, You know, I started sniffing $10,000 worth of cocaine and heroin sometimes. I didn't, you know, I didn't never shoot none. I had a phobia of needles, but I was sniffing $2,500 in heroin and cocaine throughout the week, you know, there toward the end, and then $10,000 a month. I got to the point where I said, heck with it all, dude. I was hanging around Bloods. I was hanging around different gangsters. I wasn't one. I was just a money guy, buying what I needed and then going and doing my business life. I was living a dual reality, man. A professional businessman world, had everything: cars, my own home, a girlfriend at the time. You know, I had the business. Everything was paid for, man. I mean, for real, I did it right. And then I got on them drugs and just got tired of life, man. I just knew I should have got back in ministry, and I just never did. And God, I just self-destructed. I just got so unhappy I didn't want to live no more. And then I literally tried to sniff $2,000 in raw heroin and a gram of coke, and knew I would die. Like, surely my heart would stop and OD and die. And I woke up the next morning like mad that I was still alive. And then a whole year went by, and then I found out that I had this rare blood, and I'm glad God saved my life and I'm still here. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing, because God spared me. I should be dead multiple times from doing stuff like that. And because I never had the guts to like go drive a car off a bridge, jump off a bridge, shoot myself, none of that craziness. I could never like kill myself like that, but I had thought about it many times. I just could never do it. That's when I realized I feared God, dude. That's when even though I had did missionary work and all that stuff before, I still didn't fully humble myself. I believed in God and everything, but there's a difference when you believe in God, but you still hold on to the world a little bit. I had fully got down to where all I had left was my life to give, dude, and my soul. And I was like, dude, if I kill myself, I honestly then said, I fear God. I fear a creator, because I know no matter what anybody says, like atheists, nothing. And this was after all my church days, everything I'm talking. Like, I already believed in God. I'm just saying, I was just taking everything in, thinking like all scenarios. And I was like, I don't care what anybody says. There's no way nothing created everything like atheists say. There's no way like what Satanists tell you and the people on your TV, and they tell you that you came from monkey fish frogs and that we all came from monkeys, but yet they are billionaires on TV. They tell you that you're supposed to go to work and get rich and fat and happy so you can, you know, go buy a house, cars, go off grid and live comfortable, right? Because you got all this money and you got play toys now and you can settle down. Well, why is it these guys got hundreds of millions of dollars and they're all old men and women, and they should be like traveling the world, enjoying their lives, going out on boats, cars, you know, wherever they want it, do what they want, right? But yet these guys, that's where they tell you, man, they're another race, and they don't like mankind because they don't like how you're made in God's image. They don't like how God gave y'all domain over earth, and they took it from you. They took all y'all's resources and they enslaved you, dude. You don't even see it. You're supposed to have all that stuff, yet they took it from you, and they still are jealous. They took what we're supposed to have, or y'all are supposed to have, because I'm different. I have a 1% royal bloodline. I guess I'm more like them. But I know my blood's only found, y'all's human blood is found under the firmament, mine's found above, right? So I have angelic blood that's found in Genesis 6:4. It's only found in the giant bones that they have in the Smithsonian hidden away, so people like me couldn't find out what they were. There's many of us out there. We have our own country, dude. Literally. I'm not going to say what that is on here. And I had visions of that in my mind, dude. Like, I was having visions 5 and 6 years ago of this flag in my mind, like telling me when I was saying, who am I? What am I really? I know I'm not from here. I know I have an inner mission to like help men, either to lead them to God or lead them to Lucifer. Like, lead all y'all hypocrites to hell and like enjoy doing it and really enjoy doing it. Like the Nephilim in me, the 50% fallen angel in me, that's the fallen in me. That's the Nephilim, Genesis 6:4. Nephilim and fallen, that's the same word. Nephilim is Hebrew for fallen, and that means like I have Lucifer blood in me, fallen angel blood in me, but it's also the blood of Christ, the blood of the Lamb, good angels. That's why I can give my blood to all humans and save your life, but I can't have your blood because my blood is from above the firmament, y'all's is from below. This is, people, that's what y'all have to learn, man. The Rh negative blood, the O negative is the one of a kind blood. That is the blood of life. There may be another one those guys on TV have. They may be a different race altogether because they seem like they act like it. If not, they're what I am, but they're the evil version. I'm the good version. Because I can see and understand everything they're doing. If I wanted to be evil, it's the perfect plan. I could see it working perfectly. I could probably be recruited to come and ruin lives. because I see it. I see the duality. I see the dual perspective. I can see the evil in the world, and I can see like black shadows, ghosts, different shifting type things that Bill Gates tells you all about. I see it, man. It's what we are. I'm that. But they screwed up, and I don't know, I guess they just thought they were too good for their own people, even, because there's many of us out here on the public side that they just got rid of, I guess, down the, like, they didn't want. And anyway, I lived my own life journey. I had free will, and after almost dying every day, fighting for my life for 3 years, like, God, y'all, this sounds crazy, dude, but my family witnessed this. Like, God took me, dude, like Enoch kind of. God took me to what I call dream world. I don't call it heaven. I call it dream world, because it was. God took me to dream world, dude. In 2018, I was like, he took me to dream world to where some days I was actually out of it unconscious for 15 hours out of a day. And my family was like worried about me. And I was like, wait, going in the dream world? And like, I was fighting demons, dude. Like demons in my life's journey. The things I had done in my life, like previously when I had fallen, because I was a missionary and everything previously. Like, I lived a good life before, even not really knowing God. I didn't really do anything too bad, and just drinking a little bit, smoking a little weed, nothing bad. I didn't go hurt nobody. I didn't hurt nobody, do nothing bad. No robbery. Did nothing like, I grew up racing motorcycles, dude. I was traveling. I was an athlete, okay? So that's why. It kept me out of trouble. I was traveling the world, man, racing. I was an athlete. I had different things, man. I want to be a pro motocross racer. We had to keep our bodies right. Man, y'all know, man, people that ride. That's why you see me always wearing these shirts, man. I got like 5 of these same shirt. This is the old school one, man. Y'all know. My mom found some at a yard sale like 2 years ago. She was going around, and she went up to this dude's house that was moving, and he had like a bunch of these brand new. And she's like, I'll take all 5 of them, or whatever it was. One of them. This one and then other ones. But yeah, anyway, let me play this, man, because you see how I get talking? I don't even think. That's why I say, man, I'm too good for this. I'm too good for reactions. I talk too good. Not too much.
Listen to what you feed. If you said it, he did it. Ain't no coincidence. The big homies raised us to die for him. On the other hand, it was Christ gave his life for us. They said that love serves so we would ride for him. But God love with no return. Somebody lied to us.
They lied to us. Brotherly love overcomes our destruction.
Christ's love overcame our destruction.
Christ did blood right.
Community revolution and progress. That's the acronym for crib right. Christ unity's the solution to progress. I guess he the only one doing crib right. Yeah. Somebody lie to us. Somebody lie to us.
We need you, man. All you street thugs out there, man, you ain't ever too hard for God, my man. We need warriors like you. I'm a warrior for the light, man. Remember, light defeats all darkness. I don't care how bad you are, bro. You still got your soul. Once you're reborn, your light rises. You become a giant, bro. You become a giant. Your light defeats all darkness, dude. Your blood, you equip, you whatever gangster out here in the street. It ain't too late for you, bro. Listen.
For real, I was you. Now I'm trying to tell you what you think is real is not true. Love yelling cuz I was real about glue. Now I'm covered in his blood like a real die move. The streets say you real when they crying at your wake. When you walk away to get your life right, then you fade. So I either gotta die, live a life full of hate. To be real in your eyes, realize that it ain't love. We try to make the gang full of void, but we can't still avoid that the pain of a voice that remains in the noise in the brain is a voice of Satan telling us the pain is poison. So when the homie gets smoked by the enemies and the thoughts of revenge take your energy, just know the same devil that manipulated y'all got them. So who the real enemy? Geppetto got you thinking that's a real boy. Been a okey doke on the low, that's a kill boy. Grip of blood, we just shed a grip of blood. Before you spit a slug at another thug, better chill, boy. Cause when you kill him, you kill you. Taking lives hardens hearts, that it will do. I'm talking to the fake and the real coons. Somebody lied to us, listen to the real truth. Brotherly love overcomes our destruction. That's the acronym for blood, right? Christ's love overcame our destruction. I guess he the only one doing blood right. Community revolution and progress. That's the acronym for crib right. Christ unity's the solution.
Yo, I know I had to probably stop it by now. That's why I was talking over it a little bit earlier, because I know if you talk over it, that does the same thing, I think. I don't know. Maybe because I think you got to stop it too. But That's powerful, man. This is why God put this on my heart, man. I know, like I said, man, I'm not really here to do reactions, bro. They told me they declare war on mankind, man. I hear what they say. They told us. I know the world stopped for a virus that my own body creates to heal me. We have 380 trillion viruses in our body. As crazy as that sounds, look it up. We have 380 trillion viruses in our body that our body creates viruses to cleanse us, to detox cell toxins out of us, to save our lives, to naturally heal us. That's why they don't like us, literally. It's like as if they're a different race. They're unhuman acting, dude. That's unhuman to declare war on COVID 19 because it's the year 2019, but COVID is our exosomes, dude, in our blood. We all have it. It's in our DNA. That's why when they declared war on that, they declared war on us. Literally, dude. It's how you see. They tell you 99% lies, the 1% truth, because they have to. We're in a spiritual war, dude. We're all born into a spiritual war, bro. The faster you realize you're born into a spiritual war, this is good versus evil. Literally, light versus dark. Understand, light defeats all darkness at all times. But, however, darkness can not ever extinguish, but blanket, kind of like shadow out a light to where you can't see the light unless that shadow is moved or pushed or something happens. You fight back a little bit and you can crack that darkness real easy, and you'll see that light poking through easily. Just like if you're walking and like we're in a storm, like I always visualize walking through, like say a hurricane, it's flooded streets and there's houses. You're walking through a neighborhood with houses on both sides, and if the road's flooded, you're walking through water, you know what I mean, knee high, and you're walking through and all the power's out. It's real dark. But then you keep walking and you look, you see a 2-story house, like, you know what I mean, about 10 house links down or something. Like if you're looking at a football field, say 40, 50 yards away, half football field, half field, and you're in one end zone, you're 50 yards away or 40 yards away, you look and you're seeing these candles up in some windows, and you can see that light, that little itty-bitty candle light in the whole dark neighborhood, dude. You'll see that little light up in that window that far away, because light defeats all darkness. Darkness can never extinguish true light, bro. So if you're a true saved person, you can never be extinguished. I don't care if you're in a fallen state. I don't care if you're a blood and you're a gangster, bro. I used to hang out in blood trap houses a long, long time ago. Like, I'm talking a long time ago, bro. I've been sober from all hard drugs 2 years, 5 months. And alcohol, 6 years. But, like, and like I said, I traveled a lot too, man. I wasn't always even in this area, you know what I mean? Like, so it's a little different. My story is so unique. When I get my full testimony out, and understand everything's confidential. People know how that is. Like, you never, it's all and I knock on wood, I never got no legal trouble. God kept me safe, man. He literally kept me safe. And when I did all that stuff years ago, I literally was just hurting myself. I never hurt nobody. Nobody ever got in no trouble because of me. I never got nobody ever got in trouble because of me. I never got nobody in trouble. Nobody ever got hurt because of me. You know what I mean? Nobody hurt me. It was just literally me. I used to say I was buying medicine, dude. I literally had myself that deceived, saying, yeah, I'm just going out buying my medicine. And like you're going out buying your Tylenol or a bottle of water, I'm just going out buying my medicine. And that's that. I just never act like I was doing anything wrong. And because I always tell myself, if you act like you're going to do something wrong, you're going to get in trouble. If you act like you're just doing nothing wrong, it's just another day. You're just going to go pick up a bottle of water, put that mindset, and you don't have nothing subconsciously looking shady. Maybe that's why. You know what I mean? Who knows? That's what some people would say, but I say my God did it. I have a guardian angel, man, and now I can see him. But all you real gangsters out there currently, listen, man, our government declared war on mankind. They're going to be having, like, brainwashed cops coming and, like, messing with us. Brainwashed military coming and messing with us. They're definitely, you know why they hate y'all? Like this song is saying, the reason they're so hard on gangsters and so hard on, like thug type people, because y'all see it, man. We see it. I was one of you guys, man. Look what I'm wearing, bro. Metal Militia, bro. I mean, like, I used to get down. I mean, I still do. Brian Deegan started this, man. He's doing all kind of stuff still with his family. His boys are doing good in racing, and his daughter's doing good in NASCAR, and, like, it's cool to see, man, and him doing real good in his truck racing and all the stuff he's done in the car racing since freestyle, and he did his mind right, man. And same with the Twitch guy. I mean, I still watch his show, and they're good guys, man. I mean, those guys are full of tattoos and used to be, like, tough guys, man, and they still are. They just learn, man. I've learned, man, the guys that listen to me. this, you know this, I've learned, dude. The guys that live the hardest lives, the guys that we go through the toughest shit in life, like the hardest of things, and we see the craziest of you know what out there. I try not to cuss and stuff that much no more, man. Y'all got that, you know what I'm saying. I try to just keep it PG, keep it, because I'm not trying to be like that, man. I got tired of seeing every other word was the F word. I got tired of talking, sounding like I was uneducated and I was ignorant, dude. Like, not saying like people are that talk like that, because there's intelligent people that just talk slang. I used to talk like every other word was. I used to cuss a lot and stuff, and here I was a businessman making 33 grand a month. Not with my clients. With my clients, I would be professional, and that's why I got hired, because I was that smart. I was on that level. But with all my friends, I would talk like slang and stuff, and they would never get to see the true business me or the smart me. So in a way, now that I'm like on the good side and I'm trying to help people, I see that like I cut my friends short, man. Because we were all acting the same. Therefore, there was nobody amongst the group of the boys that was that smart dude. The one dude out the group that you know you could go to. Y'all all might have been boys, you know what I'm saying? But you know in your group, man. If y'all got 5 of you in the group, 6 of you, 10 of you, you know, dude. There's a dude in the group that's always... It might not even be your leader, man. You know, you're always going to have the guy that tries to play the leader role, but you know you're always going to have that dude that's like the true leader. He's going to be the dude that lets somebody else say he's the leader, he the alpha of the group. He the playboy, the hot shot, he the talker. He gonna be wildin', you know what I mean? He gonna be letting you know he the boss. But you gonna have a real boss, and that homeboy right there, he gonna know who the real boss is too. But homeboy gonna let him pretend he the real boss. Everybody else that don't know what's going on, they gonna think he the real boss. Because that way if something happens, he go down and not the real boss. You see, that's how it really works. But the real boss is sitting in the back corner. Somebody like how I used to be. Back there, the money man, that homeboys over here talking. And see the way I used to hang around this one girl before I could even say something. Oh, girl over there telling them to be quiet. Like I had a girl putting people in shit, bro. Not even a dude. So like, I didn't even have to get up, guys. Like that's just how it is, man. It's just not cool to be. That life just ain't, man. It's only a matter of time for you to end up dead, man. Somebody gonna sneak you at some point. But like I said, you always gonna have that leader guy, man, that you know you can go talk to, that knows what's up, that's smart, that he knows how to keep you out of trouble. He knows how to get you fed. He knows how to get you that money and get you fed. But at the same time, he knows how to keep you out of trouble. And he even in that life, man, he's always got somebody to keep you like, you know what I mean, keep you alive, bro. Like in that life. That's speaking from that life. Like they know, man, like you don't want to be doing what you're doing, but you know you gotta survive, you gotta eat. So like you don't want to go hurt nobody, but you know if you could go to this particular spot where nobody's there, and you could get something that might could feed your family. I've never had to do nothing like that, thankfully, but I get it, man, and I know how bad that hurts people, man, and how people don't want to do that. You ain't gotta do it, bro. Come to the light side. The light defeats all darkness. Remember, when you down and out and you at the bottom, bro, you at your strongest. I'm telling you. I fought suicide and death and all kind of badness, man, for 3 years. And I survived it. And now here I am talking, man. I let all that stuff go. I learned that all the material things was the way that people on the TV was controlling me. They was using all that debt, all those material things. You go buy this, you can go do this, to go do that, telling me what to do. And me running that business, the more I made, the more they took. And then I found out it was illegal for them to even be taking my taxes. When you look at your tax return, it says right on it that it's fraud. That they're not even supposed to be taking that, dude. So after all that hard time making all that extra money, working my butt off, man, I realized that I was getting screwed over the whole time. So, you know, way I see it, they took a lot of money from me. Like one thing I had to walk in there I was doing quarterly taxes every 3 months, walking in there. You owe us $6,500. You got to pay the IRS right now. And I'm like, yo, that's like, in my eyes, I'm like, yo, that's like 10 grand, bro. But you know, I had $6,500, but I was like, and I paid it. But then here I am, like thinking, once I learned and educated myself more, I was like, yo. The last 2 years of business, I hated it, dude. I realized, yo, I am getting screwed. Like, I've already paid these dudes hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I didn't even have to. Like, they legitimately robbed me. And that's why the last couple years, I just said, nope. Man, that's why I just shut everything down and closed it down. And I'm a sovereign guy now, man. They robbed me for years, dude. I got all my old paperwork still. They robbed me. I'll just show y'all where you robbed me. And for all the money you rob me, for whatever you say I owe you, I don't. And actually, y'all owe me money. So for when they come after me and say I owe them X amount of money from past business stuff for 2 or 3 years worth of stuff at the end, like, cause I paid stuff all the way up until the end, but when they come and say like the last like year stuff, I'm gonna say no, actually you stole money from me for 10 years, dude. Like 10 years, you stole hundreds of thousands. It might even be $1 million by that point. Like you stole probably, I know you stole over 500, $500,000 from me. That's, I guarantee you, you stole at least $750,000 from me to $1 million in taxes from me and over that time. At easy. Not even counting all the personal property tax and all that. That's just the stuff I was paying on the money I was making. So the way I see it, when you come at me and say, "Oh, y'all, you owe," I don't know what y'all would say. I don't know what it is, but you owe me a couple $1,000s. I'm gonna say, "Oh yeah, well you owe me probably what? What's that? 1.3 million plus interest on being lied to for 10 years, and then realizing that here I am off grid for 3 years now, and then here I am thinking, wow, it's been 13 years, 14 years now that these people owed me over $1 million. So what's the interest rate on that now?" Way I see it, y'all probably owe me a couple $1 million. Easy. I think about 5 mil sounds right. 10 mil. What do you think? Maybe go away about 10 million so I can go buy me a house out in the middle of nowhere. You sound about right? That's all. I mean, all I need is a house out in the middle of nowhere, out in the middle of the mountains, for me and my family to go to, so we can disappear. That's all we need. I need a couple cows for some milk, so a couple of goats, some chickens for some eggs, and just about 5. I like at least 10 acres of land. Oh, I want like hundreds of acres of land, but 5 acres of land, that's like a good minimum. 10 acres is what my minimum is, really, but 5 acres would be like the absolute minimum, and there's that. That's where I'm going. I'm about to be rolling with some woods and a river. Shoot, man, we good. We good, boy. We good. Let's keep going now. We need y'all, man. I'm just rambling. Probably can't even load this now. I'll load it and just do another one for just a second.
Motion of progress. I can see the only one doing crib right. Yeah, somebody lied to us. Somebody lied to us. Somebody lied to us.
Yep.
Come on, somebody lied to us. You see it, somebody lied to us. I swear somebody lied to us.
Wake up.
They wouldn't be the ones that would die for us. Christ did it. Somebody lied to us. Famous, so he's saying he functionary nigga in the gang amongst them, and he caught up in the gang of funk and caught a case, and the judge made the same assumption, so they hit him with a gang injunction, The homie said he got you, he made blood spill, but he only did it for the blood thrill. Plus he only did it off that drug pill, but he got you feeling like the love's real. Now you feeling like you owe him a body, so you roll and you body somebody, and your bodies they climb. But the same one that molded those bodies, he is holding your body, he gon' body your body in time. Yeah, now they celebrating hell cause they feeling like they'll never get to Zion cause they lost faith, selling they soul for a little bit of fame. They gon' know it ain't no game when they die and they see God's face. Yeah, the world's cold and hell is hot. We stuck up in this melting pot. Instead of helping them, we selling rock. Yeah, living selfish while you tell us stop. I ain't judging, I'm just stating facts. And I pray that we repay cause it's too late the day you come get us. Look how the slum did us. You the only one with us. Regenerate our faith and that praise on it.
You hear that? He said the earth. You hear that, man? He's talking about the earth being hell, man. The earth's hot. The earth's hell. How we said it helping people, we selling them rock. And like, for real, man. And then out there selling y'all diamonds, telling you diamonds worth all this money. Y'all know diamonds ain't even worth all that money, man. Y'all better check into diamonds. Diamonds ain't worth all that money. You better check into it. Better check into it. They lying to you. You'd be surprised what I know, people. You'd be surprised how much God tells me. Remember now, my God I'm a son of God, man. He tells me a lot. I got a direct connection to the Creator, to the whole everything, all this whole system, this whole creation. Rather we in a dang on fishbowl under some giant plane of water somewhere with some other planets out there under the water too. Cause we all under the water, dude. We in the water, man. Above us, there's water. The great deep is under us, and that's water's under us. Then you got all the earth. Then you got the plane of earth that we're on. We're on the plane of earth up here. Then you got the air, the atmosphere, and our sun and moon are in the atmosphere under the firmament. Like even NASA tells you that. They even tell you the moon is under the firmament now, within our atmosphere, and so is the sun. They're both local, is what that means. And that's why you can see the reflections on the clouds right in front of them. Just like if you could do the same thing with a flashlight and hold something in front of you, like a piece of paper, and you can get the same reflection type thing to see that it's local. You can do a cheap experiment yourself and see that, or go on YouTube and type it in, and watch people do that. And you'll see the visual and you'll understand. And see, like me, I like to see things. I'm a visual. I can learn, and I'm a visual guy, photographic memory. But when you see things like that, sometimes if you don't understand, I'm just telling you another way to help you to learn. Like, you don't understand people talking, stuff like that helps. Like, literally watch, like, see it with your eyes. Like, okay, yeah, I see with that how that sun or the moon's light reflects on that cloud, and it's really bright, like right there, and like right the sun, the moon or sun is right here, either one, don't matter, and then the clouds up here, and it's super bright, like right here bad, but the cloud over here should all be lit up, but it's only bright, super bright there, and it's like faded out. The local light sources over here brightening this up, and it's like, man, you'll just have to do it. You'll have to go in there and look and see. I know I can't like explain it properly, but you'll see. They tell you the truth, man. It's all in plain sight. You just gotta open your eyes to it. It's right there. That's the only way you're gonna. At this point where we're at, you gotta claim your sovereignty and your mankind. It's illegal. Like these wicked human beings on these evil old men and women, these old millionaire and billionaires that should be traveling the world, spending time with their families, traveling the world, eating good foods, driving the best of the cars, living their own lives, but yet they're unhuman acting, and they declared war on mankind because we heal with viruses. We're able to heal by viruses, but yet that's now a crime because our God designed us with 380 trillion viruses to heal ourselves. So now we're viruses and they want to exterminate us. So humanity's not a virus. We don't consent to getting a 060606 stamped Satan vaccine in us by Monster Gates. And in math, the 0 goes away, therefore it's 666. We don't want to get Satan stamp certified to live in a transhumanism digital, getting humans plugged into the machine, literally. Like, we're living in a real creation as we're living people, dude, with souls. And they're telling us that we're viruses and we're too dangerous, that they want to keep us quarantined because they don't even want us to be able to ever drive cars again. They want us to have to be getting driven around by self-driving cars because they don't want us to drive anymore because we're dangerous, because we're viruses, dude. Let's look this stuff up, what Bill Gates is telling you, dude, in this government. And FEMA sitting there telling you how they're in charge now. The presidential seal from 1850 has been removed. FEMA's in charge, and how they're not here to help you, dude. They're mercenaries, and they're listed on how they can go arrest people with they can go and seize your paid for properties. All this craziness. How they did away with the Constitution, so you have no rights, but you do. That's where you have to stand on your mankind rights, your God-given rights, to where you're a living, breathing human being. You're not. They have you listed on your birth certificate and your social security number as cattle. They have you listed as. Look this up, people. I'm telling you the truth. I cannot lie to you. I'm telling you the truth. Please look this up. I encourage you. That way you know I'm not lying to you. This is how you know I'm not lying, because I'm telling you to go look it up. I'm serious, dude. Other people are putting this out there too. We're all telling you the same thing. And even they tell you this. It's public information, people. How do you think we're finding it? We're looking it up. They can't not tell us, man. They understand there's brainwashed people out there that are going to deny truth when it's right before their eyes, just like Christ said you would. I have a verse right here, 2 Thessalonians 2:10. And with all wicked deception for those who are perishing, because they refused to love the truth and to be saved. It's as simple as that. 1 Corinthians 12:8. For to one is given through the Spirit the utterance of wisdom, and to another the utterance of knowledge, according to the same Spirit. And then it says 1 Corinthians 8:11. And so by your knowledge, this weak person is destroyed, meaning your old flesh self, your old gangster self. The brother from whom Christ died. He's saying he died for your old flesh self, your old blood self, your old crip self, your old gangster self.
Now, when you're reborn in Christ, you will gain the ability to see what's going on, dude, so you can save yourself and your family and your loved ones. Because right now, they might not like you, man. When you going out there speaking truth, understand, they said that you will be persecuted, for Christ was persecuted. I'll tell you what I go through, man, what I live through. That's why my family knows. I told them when time comes, they either going to have to follow me and walk with me as an equal, and I can lead them along and teach them, or I'm going to have to leave them all. And they can stay here and get rounded up and get, if they get passed away or sacrificed, man, God forbid that happens, and God forbid their soul goes to the pit of hell. But I already told them I can't go to the pit of hell. I got an angelic soul. I know what I am, and I got to lead people, man. 2 Timothy 1:7, for God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. And it says, Elijah 35:4, say to them that are of a fearful heart, be strong, fear not. Behold, your God will come. Matthew 6:9, hold on. 2 Thessalonians 3:6, now may the Lord of peace himself give you peace at all times, in every way. I'll read in shorter ones because this thing's it's like almost getting super long. Let me read 2 more and then I'm going to close it. And that video is done just about, man. I think. I told you I can't do these, man. I get talking, dude. I like talking to y'all too much. I care for you too much. Let me play this out while I try to find it.
Young niggas, brotherly love overcomes our destruction. Yeah, that's the acronym for blood, right? Christ's love overcame our destruction. I guess he the only one doing blood right. Community, revolution, and progress. That's the acronym for CRIP, right? Christ's unity is the solution to progress. I guess he the only one doing CRIP right. Yeah, somebody lie to us. Somebody lie to us.
Wake up, please wake up and save yourself, dude. My brothers and sisters, wake up. I'm talking to my brothers and sisters. I'm talking to people that are unsaved. I'm talking to humanity, man, mankind. Man. Wake up, but they declare war, bro. I want you to survive. I don't care if you believe it or not. Survive, bro. Survive, man. No, it's over, guys. That's Sevin, H.U.R.T, and H.U.R.T. Somebody lied to us. That song was from this 2017, September 19th. Please, man. Ain't no other man got the authority that some rich old bastard on TV, no rich old woman or nothing like that got on TV, got the authority. Another human being or monster, whatever they are, alien, got the authority to tell you can't go to work because you're healthy, telling you that they got to force you to get a shot when Monster Gates tells you it decreases and genocides population. It's no, dude, no. Telling you got to stand 6 feet apart like inmates do in prisons while they test deep state test monitoring technology on you. So Amazon's already using it on their employees in the warehouses to where they force them to stand 6 foot apart. Or you get in trouble, dude. You get red strikes, and then as time goes on, if you don't stand 6 foot apart, they're gonna red flag you to where you're not allowed to buy, sell, or whatever. Have public transportation when they take all the cars away because we're viruses and you can't drive your cars no more, and you gotta get driven around. You won't be able to go nowhere because you'll have too many red strikes. And that's only when you agree to take the mark of the beast, if that's what it is. But I know that the VIN is gonna be 666. And when you get stamped, you're going to be state and approved. So listen to this. This is what's going to happen. 2 more and we got to close this. 38 minutes. Okay, let me read the first one that I had. Well, let's go. Luke 21:12-19. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you, persecute you, deliver you up to synagogues and into prisons, and being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. Christ Yahushua, HaMashiach, Emmanuel, Jesus. That's who we're talking about. King of kings, Lord of lords. They're going to persecute you the same as they did him. And it shall turn to you for testimony. Settle it therefore in your hearts not to meditate before what you say or what you answer. For I will give you the mouth and the wisdom in which your adversaries shall not gainsay or be able to resist. Meaning Christ himself is going to give you what to say. If somebody ever comes up on you and starts persecuting you or asking you questions, don't sit there and try to think of everything to say, or for you know you be lying to them, man. Pray to God right quick in your mind. Say, Father, give me the correct words to speak to this man or this woman. Allow me to lead in the Spirit and speak through the Spirit. You know, say something like that real quick. And then it says 15. For I give you 15. I'll just go 15. I'll just read it again. For I give you the mouth and wisdom which all your adversaries shall not gainsay or resist. 16. And ye shall be betrayed by both parents and brethren and kinsfolk and friends, and some of you they shall cause to be put to death. But remember, if that happens, you go to the kingdom of Yahweh. You'll be ready, man. You'll be right. You don't have to suffer no more, man. You go up there and you'll wait. And then when he comes back, then after the second coming of Christ, and the ones that are still here, he calls us up and to meet him in the air. So don't be fooled when they they're doing all this now. They try to unite one world government to rise the Antichrist. The Antichrist will be walking on earth doing what Jesus did years ago, trying to perform miracles on earth. Do not be deceived, brothers and sisters, and the men and women of this world. Do not be deceived, for that is going to be a false messiah, or many of them, because they're going to be doing what Christ did a long time ago. Old news dudes, straight up old news bears, or whatever. What's that saying? I don't even know. It's the old news, man. Christ, when he comes back the second time, we're going to see the heavens unfold, and all eyes will see him. All knees will bow, and he's going to call the ones of us that are still here that believe in him. We're going to be called up into the air in our soul form, and then he's going to handle business on the ground, man. And we're going to still be here. We're not raptured out before. Like, we're going to be here to see him come back. And we're going to see it all. We're going to be living here amongst the destruction. I've already had visions of me walking amongst the death, because I walk dual reality, because I have 1% angelic blood. So that's what my purpose is here. I've seen myself walking on top of dead bodies and stuff, people, just to like it's different, man. It's like, it's in a spiritual realm. So I'm not trying to scare y'all, man. Like, please don't. It's serious, but like, just know this is my journey. This is me. This is like what I've seen. That's why God's prepared me for what I got to do. And like, I don't want to get all into it yet, but like, that's why I want to talk to people that get this kind of thing and tell y'all, like, somebody, and talk to y'all, man. Tell y'all what's really coming, that people that can handle it. That way I can hear what God gave y'all, because it tells us in this time we're going to get a lot of many visions that our old men will dream dreams. Let me finish reading this. And ye shall be betrayed by men for all men, and hated for his name. And ye shall be hated by all men for his name's sake. But there shall not be a hair on your head perish, and your patience possesses ye souls. And it's true. It really is. You just gotta stay strong and stay with him. I was going to try to read one more, but I don't know where it went. Because I'm almost out of time on there, man. Well, I did get to go forever, but I don't want it to take so long to load, you know? Like, these things take forever. You know, it's like, keep around 30 minutes, you'll be alright. Let's just do this one. Elijah 54:17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord. I'm going to stop this one. Brandon Joshua, Virginia. Blessings. I know I talk a lot just about everything, but it is what it is. I'm just trying to put some positive vibes in the dark world, man. Blessings. Brandon Joshua here in Virginia. My name in Hebrew is God's chosen one. Fiery, flaming sword of salvation. Pretty cool, huh? What's yours? I'm interested to know what's y'all's names, and or at least where you're from. You can just put in, like, if you live in Virginia or you live in North Carolina, just type in your state in the comment thing. I'm just curious if what state you're from, like where you're watching from. If you're watching from another country, just list your country name. I'm just curious. It'd be pretty cool. I'm here to connect with people and connect back to my lands. Blessings.